Hi, I'm Megan. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I love to sew. Today, I am going to be sharing my thoughts on a pants pattern, as well as just giving you a quick update on what I've been up to this week. For a few weeks now, I've been talking about how I need to make some pants that I can wear. So when I say pants, I mean trousers, not pants, as you might refer to them in the UK. Some trousers to wear to work. So I work from home right now, but when I am in the office, which is a little bit here and there, we have a business dress code. So before the pandemic times, I would often wear a suit to work, but I sometimes also wear like a ponte dress pant, or a not denim, basically, is the dress code at my office. A few weeks ago, I went to go put on some dress pants and none of them fit. I have a pretty good stash of ponte fabric or double knit fabric in my fabric stash, so I figured maybe it was time for me to tackle the ponte pant. If you watched my videos this summer, you know that I was working on the Allegro shorts from Love Notions, and I was really struggling with those elastic waist pants. Ultimately, I made some shorts. I ended up wearing the muslin shorts I made out of flannel a ton as pajamas. And the ones that I made out of a linen viscose blend, I wore a few times sort of around the house, but I wasn't happy with ultimately like the fit on them, the elastic and the way the cuff sat. I wasn't happy with them. So I was coming into this pants journey with a bit of trepidation. Another sewing vlogger, Becky from Go So Beautiful, reached out to me a few days ago and asked me if I would be interested in doing a collab with her, because she was also planning to sew some ponte trousers, and she had recognized the pattern that I mentioned a few videos ago, the Love Notions Duet trousers, and she was interested in making them too. And so I thought that was great motivation for me to get over that sort of fear hump, if you will, of getting back into making some trousers. And I am so glad that Becky reached out. So make sure you check out her video too. She'll be posting it today, and I'll link to her channel. Go say hi and subscribe to her channel while you're there, because Becky has some really lovely thoughts on sewing, and she does beautiful fitting work. So she's got more experience sewing than I do for sure, and has a wealth of knowledge to share. So go say hi to her. Anyway, so I made the Love Notions Duet trousers. So the Duet pattern is called such because you can make it with woven or knit fabric, which isn't something that really clicked for me for some time, I will admit. It is a straight cut or tapered cut trouser, so not a skinny pant. Like they're not the slim cut, tight fitting style cigarette pant or skinny pant. They have a little bit more cut to them. They're intended to fall like sort of straight down from the rear, and not cup tightly on the back end. You can make them in woven, so they come with a waistband that has an invisible zip on the side, or there's an option to make these pants out of knit with a knit waistband, so a pull-on pant. They have pockets, so they have a front pocket that's one big piece with a pocket lining, so it stretches across the entire front of the pant. And then they have, like I said, two pant leg options, a tapered cut and a straight cut. I had seen some videos, so Karina from Lifting Pins and Needles really likes this pant and has made a number of different options. So I'll link to her channel as well. She's done wide leg trousers, culottes, shorts with this pants pattern, and I can understand why. It is a basic, but it is very versatile. So I am a pear shape, and typically my hips measure 2 sizes larger than my waist. And so I was interested in the Duet trousers because they have that zipper. When I looked at the size chart, I actually fell straight in the size. My measurement was straight on the size, which virtually never happens. And that's because they're measured with the full hip and the high hip. And so that works for me. I think that my waist is often a little bit narrower than the Love Notions pattern block and most pattern companies. My waist is typically 2 sizes smaller than my full hip. When I read the fitting guide that comes with the Duet trousers, as well as the instructions and some feedback that I had seen from other posts in the Love Notions Facebook community, the comment was that if you're going to make these out of a knit, to size down. And that's because knit trousers don't require the same amount of ease as woven, they will stretch with you. So that made sense to me. So what I decided to do was, even though my measurements were bang on in the size 24, I made a size 22. And I did want to make these with the zipper waistband. I had a pair of ponte dress pants before I had my second son that had a proper waistband with a zipper. It was a front fly zipper. And I thought they don't look like leggings that way or like a yoga pant. They looked like workwear trousers. But I figured, I was coming up on, it was during this week and I knew I didn't have a ton of time, and I thought I'll just make a pair and see whether I like them at all or not. So I used this burgundy wine colored ponte that I picked up super cheap at Fabricland this summer. It was in the clearance section, so it was steeply discounted. I think I got it for about $8 a meter, which is great for ponte here in Canada. It's actually really nice. It's very thick, so it doesn't cling or show through any bumps on the backside, which is great. It's a very smooth look. And the color, I have a ton of this color in my wardrobe. So most of my workwear sort of falls into the black, charcoal, burgundy shades compared to the other colors that you often see on my channel. And I'm trying to be more vibrant, but a lot of my workwear falls into that very sort of drab one color palette. Everything goes with everything else. So I cut out the straight size 22. I went with the 22 waistband and I just made it out of my ponte because I figured it had enough stretch as recommended in the pattern. I did cut out the pockets. I made the lining for the pockets out of a scrap piece of polyester woven that I had kicking around. But I think if I was going to make these pants with pockets again, I would use power mesh for the ponte pockets. I just think it would be a nicer finish, and it's more similar to some of the store-bought pants that I have that are this style. I added 2 inches at the knee. So I cut the pattern at the knee and added 2 inches of length to account for my height. I'm 5'9", so the pattern's drafted for 5'5", and a half of inch of length for every inch of height is roughly the estimate there. So I'm going to show you some pictures of these pants as I go through, and I haven't hemmed them, and that's because 1, I'm a lazy sewist, and 2, all of my dress shoes are in my filing cabinet at my office, and I'm not at my office right now. So I put on the only pair of high-heeled boots that I have, but I want to make sure that when I hem them to the right height for the shoes I typically wear to work. So anyway, those are the details and the sizes that I made. I am quite happy with these pants. So after I made my garment, I made one fitting alteration to adjust. I had some loose vertical folds sort of in the front crotch, which indicates, a round pubis. So I scooped out the crotch curve in the front a bit. When you look at these photos, you can probably tell I could use to scoop out the back crotch curve as well a little bit. But honestly, these pants, the fit is not perfect, but it is a way better fit than any dress pants that I have. If I tried these on in the store, I would buy them as is, to fit from, low hip down. The rear has darts, the seat of the pants has darts, and the fit, I think, on the, from waist to the bottom of my rear end, is so smooth. I think it looks great. I'm not wild about how the elastic, yoga waistband style looks in the front with the pockets. There's some gathering there, and because you have to stretch that waistband to get it, sort of hold up your pants over your hips. There's some gathering. It just doesn't look as neat. It's not as flat and streamlined as I would like it to be if I was going to be wearing these pants with a blouse tucked into them. Because I'm probably going to be wearing these pants with a sweater like the one I'm wearing, which I did not make. I bought this at Superstore. It's a Joe Fresh special. I'm going to be wearing them with a sweater or a shirt or a cardigan over top, not tucked in. I think they're just fine as they are. I am happy with the length. I'm happy with the length of the rise. I think that they're a very polished ponte pant. So if you are looking for something that you can wear to work, if you work in a business casual environment, or just a little bit dressier, but still feels like yoga pants, this is a great pattern for you to consider. They're not skinny, tight fitting. So if you don't like a tight fitting pant, and I know that a lot of people do and a lot of people don't, these are a great one to try. I think you could make these out of French terry and have some beautiful loungewear pants too, or even out of ponte and just have them to wear around the house or out to the grocery store and look casual, but still they're comfortable. They're not tight. I don't feel self-conscious when I'm wearing them. So yes, I'm not crazy about the pockets and how that all looks. I think if I made another pair, and I have some black ponte that I'm thinking about making another pair in, I will eliminate the pockets. I would still like to play with the waistband with the zipper, but I think that in that situation, I would need to shorten the waistband a bit so that it still, has some of that, it still holds the pants up, because they aren't tight, like they're loose. I can feel, they have a really nice fit, but they're not snug. So I'm not sure they would stay up without that yoga waistband. The other thing maybe to note is that these pants sit higher on the waist than I was expecting. So the diagrams, I'll show them hitting below the navel, and on me they hit at the navel or above. Like I can wear them quite high on my waist, which is great. I really like that. Again, when I'm wearing something over top, I like my pants to fit snugly, and I like them to fit high. I like a high-rise pant. So I would recommend these trousers. I think they're worth a shot. I really liked that I fit straight into the size band. That doesn't often happen for me. Sometimes I've been fitting pants and I thought, did I grade between sizes at the wrong place, and that's why I'm having this issue? Or did I not do this smoothly, and that's why things are kind of funny and it was complicated? Here it was like I could just make the pant, and I saw that I needed a round pubis adjustment, and I made the adjustment and it solved the problem. So that was a delight, honestly. I definitely got over my pants making hurdle. I think that now I feel more confident in this pattern, and I'm willing to experiment a little bit. So stay tuned to see whether I make another pair. I think I'm wearing them right now. I'm gonna wear them all day, and I've worn them around the house a bit just to see how the ponte would wear, and if they would stretch out and sort of sag or like creep down or creep up, how pants can do. And I haven't had any issues with them. And I'm totally comfortable wearing these into my office, where I have to interact with other people who I need some professional level of professionalism with them. So I'm really happy with these Duet trousers. They were on Love Notion's Friday sale a few weeks ago, or about a month ago, so I don't expect to see them come back on their Friday special. But if you're not in a rush, they put a pattern on sale for $5 every Friday. Might be worth waiting for it, or they just had their site-wide sale, so they're unlikely to be on sale again for a few months. I think they're worth the full price, but if you want to wait it out, wait it out. Either way, I'll put a link for the pattern down below so you can go check them out. It is Friday as I'm publishing this, and so just a quick update on what I've been up to. I still haven't finished the waistband on that skirt. I can see it. It's hanging on my closet right now. It is looking at me and sort of taunting me, but I haven't gotten there. I did make these pants, and I was really proud that I set aside some time for me to sew on Monday. I had done the prep for the pants last week, so I got the pattern traced out and them cut out, and then I put them together Monday night. It's a really busy time, I think, for a lot of people. And as we sort of collide into the holiday season in December, it will get busier and busier. But it was just nice to sit down at my machine and make something. Next up on my list is maybe another pair of these Duet trousers in black, because I have a couple meetings that I need to go into the office for. And then I think I will jump right onto the cable knit fabric that I bought to make a sweater, a turtleneck, probably the Arlington, maybe the Megan Nielsen Jara out of that one. This weekend is, my husband and I are finally going to go see Dune on Sunday. We have a babysitter coming, and my kids love their babysitter, so it's just going to be kind of like an at-home weekend. We need to do some cleaning, have enough laundry to fold that I should be able to watch hours of YouTube while I do it. And I'd really like to do some meal prep so that I can have some dinners in the freezer ready to go. Lately, I have found all of a sudden it's 5 o'clock and my kids are home and they want to eat, and I haven't even started dinner. And so I think, having a few things ready to go in the freezer would be better than looking at the kids and asking them, do you want to go out for hamburgers? So they did want to go out for hamburgers. They were very happy to go out for hamburgers, but maybe that's not an everyday habit. So if you have a favorite go-to quick and cheap meal that kids like, well, my kids are they're going to eat it or they're not. They'll have toast if they don't eat it. A quick and easy meal, or some recommendations for like some freezer options. I do have a pressure cooker that I love. I have a slow cooker. I've got all the gear. It's just a matter of using it. I'm not a great cook. My husband will tell you that I am fantastic at heating up food, but I do know how to cook, and I'm not intimidated by cooking. But yeah, everything sort of starts to taste the same after a while. And I wish I could go back in time and like really appreciate how hard my parents worked to make sure that we had dinner at home together every single night. Both of my parents worked and were very involved in the community and coaching, or being teacher supervisors for activities. And then they'd come home and we'd had a home cooked meal every night. So I really wish I had appreciated that at the time. And so now it's my turn, I guess, to do it and realize that my children will appreciate it someday, even if they don't appreciate it now. Yeah, that's it for me. Some planning, maybe some sewing, though I don't expect I'll get any done this weekend. With our movie date afternoon planned, that's sort of the time I would generally be able to do stuff on the weekend. We had an awesome Halloween, and I'm really looking forward to the holiday season. My little guy came out of his bedroom the morning of the 1st and went straight for where we put the Christmas tree and asked, "Mommy, where's the Christmas tree and where are all the presents?" And I was like, as I was eating stolen Halloween candy at 6 a.m, I was like, just give us a minute, buddy. We just give it a minute. Let it soak in. So anyway, I hope that you're having a great day, and I will see you soon.